That was on 15th Street and 25th.
It all started out in Fort Myers. As you can see here, Fort Myers PD is having their night shift briefing right here. It's the graveyard shift specifically, so it's very much the middle of the night. Usually there's not that many calls, but the few calls that they do get are the serious calls like the robberies, the home invasions, the burglaries. So they're all here at the briefing table about to get their briefing by their watch sergeant. And here he is, Sergeant Tam Rohr leading the briefing. He's like, all right, gentlemen, they go and start their briefing. But while their briefing is underway, there's other criminal elements lurking around at the Dippin' Donuts. He is coming here to rob this donut shop. He said, I'm going to come hit this lick. And he has very ill intentions, very criminal intentions to come steal from this donut shop. So here he goes, walking in like a normal customer, because these places are open 24/7, so they're used to this type of stuff. They're like, hello, welcome to Dippin' Donuts. How may I help you? He's just ready to help him out. He's like, I'll take put your hands up right now. And he's going in for the armed robbery, ready to rob everything from a donut shop. I don't know why, out of all the places, why a donut shop? I guess it's because they're open. And then also the gas stations, you already know those gas stations have the bars on them. And basically the criminal's asking, you got a safe? They say yes, but once again, while that's happening, the PD is still having their thing. They said they have a team bonding exercise. They're all going to get donuts, all paid for by the station. And what donut shop, you may be asking? That same donut shop that's getting robbed right now. So he says you better enjoy them since they're getting paid for by the PD. They want to get the spirits up, raise the spirits, have better team bonding. Instead of having, the regular barbecue that's paid for by one of the officers, the station themselves decided, you know what, let's have a nice donut party. But they also say be on the lookout for robberies because there's been an increase in that within the graveyard shift. He said, that's it. You are dismissed. So now they're all going out there. They're all going to go out there and go get their donuts for free, paid for by the station. I mean, it's only $1, but you know what? The fact that it's free, it's the thought that counts, even though they're saving like $1. They're going to make that in that's like 5 minutes of their pay right here. That briefing, they probably made over like at least $3 worth of wage just in that briefing alone. So it's not the money, it's the thought that counts and the fact that it's free. But here we go. They're heading on out of the station over there, going straight to the donut shop because what else they got to do? There's nothing else to do. So they're all going to go down there. There they all go. The entire graveyard shift is heading out. All of Fort Myers PD is going right on down to that donut shop that right now is getting robbed. And here goes the sergeant right there. There goes another Fort Myers PD. Boom. There goes another Fort Myers PD. Oh my goodness. This guy, he really chose the wrong shop to rob. He chose the wrong city. He chose the wrong shop. He chose the wrong time. He chose the wrong everything. But here he says, y'all got a safe? And he's like, yes, we got a safe here because, of course, if you're going to be doing anything at night, you're going to want a safe. He says, show me where. And it's right around the back here. Unfortunately for them, the money truck that usually comes, that armored truck that picks up the money before, it gets real late. So in case something like this happens, he didn't come tonight. But here we go. Who needs a money truck when you have the entire police department shift going your way to get some donuts, not even knowing that they're about to stop a robbery? In addition, the little panic button they have underneath their desk here for in case they do get robbed is malfunctioning because let's just say the manager is trying to cut some costs. And one of those cost cuttings that he did was not replacing that panic button for when they're getting robbed, which I mean, that would make sense, right? Replace your panic button if your employees are getting robbed. But here they go. Who needs that panic button? Once again, when you have the entire Fort Myers PD about to roll up, look at this, boom. Even got the truck unit rolling over the utility unit. And here they are, they're arriving at the donut shop, but they don't know that just yet. They're still seen around the back, hopefully hiding back there, hopefully hiding from the PD. Here we go. They're all going in there. They're all gonna be parking up, making sure they're in the right parking spot, so on and so forth. So that basically, once they get a call, they're good to go after this. But they're, talking to each other, just socializing outside over the phone, over the radio, just talking to each other right now since, the graveyard shift is basically empty. But at the same time, inside of the station here or inside the shop, this guy's still getting robbed. He's like, hey, where are the keys at then? He wants the keys to the safe. He says, I don't know. The boss has them, but the boss isn't really here. He's going from shop to shop and then he sees the cops finally. He finally sees that cop car. You can kind of see it from around the cabinet here. Boom, you can see that Fort Myers PD red car. He's like, my man, you gotta act natural. And he's like, okay, I will act natural, just please don't kill me. That's it. That's all that he cares about. He'll act natural, he'll be fine. He doesn't care. He's not gonna snitch onto the cops. He will serve these guys as he's getting robbed, because it's not really his money. So he's not gonna die over somebody else's money. He's not dying over the company's money. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. That's their job, not yours. Your job is just to serve up donuts and make it home to your family, make it home to whoever, your cat, your dog, whatever. He's like, welcome to Dippin' Donuts. How may I help you? Same tone, same everything as he did with the robber. But these guys, they're not robbing him now. They're all here to get their donuts paid for by the PD. They're like, can I get some donuts? The sergeant says, we got an order from the station. He says, okay. And now he's quick to the work. Look at that, just as normal, just getting the donuts prepared, getting everything prepared. Meanwhile, the armed robber is hiding right there behind the fridge, just out of the sight of the PD. Look at him going in the fridge, making up these nice fresh donuts for the PD, because let's just say he is very thankful that they are here, and he wants to take the longest amount of time to get these donuts done so that they stay here for the longest amount of time so that this guy won't shoot him and kill him. He's like, please stay here. He's making them nice and fresh. I mean, there's really no other customers. It's the middle of the night. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I don't know. But nobody's awake. The point is, nobody's awake. There's no other customers for him to have. So he might as well make them fresh as he has the PD protection. But there he goes, handing out all of those donuts to the police, making sure they're all fed up. There you go. Take some. He's even giving out some extras. I mean, what? Is it like 50 cents? It's $1? Here, take an extra $1. That's basically it. And then, of course, they're noticing him kind of being nervous. They're like, excuse me, can you come on over to our table here, sir, to come clean the table? Because he's the only employee. There's no janitor. There's no nothing. He's in charge of the whole shop. He has to hold it all the way down throughout the night because, like I said, these PD, if they didn't come, there'd probably be no other customers. They're like, hey, man, are you good? You're seeming a bit nervous. You seem like there's something going on. He's like, yep, there's a guy back there. He has a gun. He's getting robbed. And look at that. Just because the PD is keen like that, the longer they were staying, the more nervous he was. Because every time he went back there, the guy would give him dirty looks, wave the gun at his face, so on and so forth. So now, as opposed to when he first went out there and was first taking the order, he was pretty calm. But now he's saying he's nervous. So now they're calling out that they got a robbery here at the place. Look at that, unholstering their firearm. And he's saying, get behind the counter, basically. And they're going to have the donut employee stay back here, stay in the safe area. Meanwhile, they're all going to go for the intercept. They're going for the interdiction. They're like, hey, boys, we got a robbery. There's a guy in the back with the gun. Look at how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 officers right here. Well, I mean, 6 officers plus a sergeant, but you get the point. 7 officers already on scene. Doesn't even have to wait for any response time or nothing. He's just ready to go. And here they go. They're all going over to the register here. And look at that. Now that they're actually paying more attention, they're kind of able to see the guy as he moves around. He was a bit more reckless. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. I counted them all. And there he goes. One of the officers is going to get his long gun. And bam, they're using the counter as cover. They're saying, we see you, sir, step out. It's an absolute wrap for you. They got 7 guns versus 1. And now he's like, oh, snap. And he's hiding back there. He's hiding better. My man, you should have been hiding better from the entire time the PD was here, but he got sloppy. And one of the PD officers, they started seeing him. Once they were looking for him and started paying more attention, they saw the guy that exactly the guy was describing. He's like, we see you, my man. Come out with your hands up. And look at that perfect cover. It's a literal rock. They're using a rock with that countertop, or was it marble countertop or whatever? A big rock is cover. Better cover than a cop that's made of, or a cop car that's made of aluminum. So literally, they can sit here all day. What does that guy have? He has some plastic shelving that has some donuts on it. That's his cover. Even the refrigerator is made out of plastic. It's not stainless steel. And then what? Maybe those coffee pots or some good cover, but he's not behind the coffee pots. He's using that shelf there with the donuts as cover. My man, these bullets will make that plastic look like it's nothing. But here we go. They have Sam outside now, giving them additional eyes. Got 2 officers outside in addition to the rest inside. And they got even more officers now arriving on scene. As you saw there, they got Corporal Peach with his sheriff, his white hat there. So here they go. They're stacking up on the door. They got all the officers basically on shift. Every officer on shift is here because you cannot mess with the donut shop. You can't mess with the people who are giving them free stuff. And here they go. Now they're going to have him completely surrounded. They want to see those hands, my man. They said, drop the gun. It's time to put those hands up in the sky. Touch the sky, my man. Touch the sky. And once he saw this many officers, he's like, dang, all this for one guy? He puts his hands up immediately. That's the power of force. One officer, he may have even tried his luck. But these guys, these robber guys, they're all cowards. Whenever they're confronted by somebody who fights back, they're either going to shoot and then run away, or they're just going to run away nonetheless. But there he goes. He's getting arrested. He's getting searched. And now he's being taken back to the police car. He's putting him inside the car. And now they're going to take him on back to the station to get booked. But look at this. Easy breezy, guy. Easy breezy. I don't know what would have happened if that robber got all the money. But luckily, that's all that matters, is that cashier is living. There he's out there giving his statement about what happened with the robbery. You know, getting everything like that so that they can charge this guy to the max with that armed robbery. My goodness, I can't even believe that. But there they go. They're opening up the gates, and look at that. Dude, I just love those gates, man. Look at, they look so powerful, so heavy. But now he's talking to the desk officer. They got a ×1 robbery suspect. This guy was one of the only people that actually stay at the station, you know, because the other actually, no, it was him, and then there were a couple other officers that were booking people. So basically, that's it. But here you go. They got ×1 robbery suspect. He's telling them which cell to go into. He says go to cell 3. So off to cell 3 they will go and go put him inside. But that's what I'm talking about, guys. Easy. This is some nice stuff right here. Easy arrest, easy caller. Everybody's living, nobody's injured. This guy's going to jail right where the criminal belongs. Into jail. Have fun in jail, my man. You're going to be in there for at least minimum 10 years for that armed robbery. So get used to being behind bars, because you're going to be there for a long, long while.